what's going on, everybody? Kevin Vidini here for Superpower Review, bringing you another episode. Last week I didn't get to do a trailer reaction on Infinity War, but you know what? Let's just have a whole episode about it and let's nerd out. I want to bring on my guest, Austin Heck. Thanks for coming on today, buddy. It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse. So we're gonna nerd out today, Austin. We're gonna do some predicting about Avengers: Infinity War. Are you ready for this?
I am so ready for it.
You better be. So Avengers: Infinity War broke the internet last week. It even made a record of being the most watched trailer in 24 hours, right?
It did. I think it was like 200 and something, is it million?
Yeah, it was something astronomical.
Yeah.
It just pretty much broke everybody's internet. So obviously I'm not going to even ask you if you liked it or not, because I know you did.
Yeah, I didn't watch it like 22 times or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 22, yeah. It was amazing. It's going to be the biggest movie event of 2018, let's just face it, and Thanos is going to destroy everybody. First things first, what do you think of Thanos?
Man, you know, I seen all the memes everybody's making of Thanos and stuff like that. Funny as they are. I'm cool with it, man. I mean, it didn't really look any different to me, just that he was missing his little hat that he always wears, you know, in the thing there, in the rest of the little scenes that we've seen him in. But I'm cool with it, man. I certainly think he looks better than a certain other company that just released a big blockbuster movie that their CGI didn't look too great. So.
Wait, who are you talking about? What is that team called?
Oh, yeah, Justice League.
So when we watch this trailer, we see Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. He has the Power Gem and he has the Space Gem. Obviously, any gem is really high in power, and even without them, Thanos can really pretty much destroy everybody without them, pretty much. Do you think Thanos is going to get all the stones in this movie?
Man, I'm wondering if this is where he's going to get them all, and then right at the end is where they're going to cut, and we're going to have to wait until the next year until, you know, see what he does with it all or what's going to happen. But it looks pretty bad, especially if you're Vision right now. Like, he might get a hold of them all this time around.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of thinking that they were going to just he was going to get maybe like a few here, and then the next movie's going to finish it off, and then he's just gonna rampage it on the last movie. I think that's what I kind of thought. But let me ask you something. What could he do with just the gems that we saw in the trailer?
I think he's going to unleash pure havoc, man. I think it didn't look too good if you were Tony Stark, too, getting knocked across the playing field like that. Or Spider-Man.
Spider-Man getting crushed. Almost looking like something like that we see over here. Little Spider-Man getting destroyed by Thanos. Yeah, we saw a little something like that in the trailer a little bit. So yeah, we see Vision. He's looking like a human, which he can pretty much do that with that stone that he has. He can change his appearance pretty much. Did you like to see him as a human? I kind of liked it, actually.
I thought it was pretty cool. You know, I think that they've been going so long now that it's cool that they're starting to do some new things with the characters, you know, changing up the looks a little bit and doing some different things. And I think that's going to catapult, too, you know, the love story of him and Scarlet Witch, which is always pretty interesting in the comics.
Yeah, pretty interesting. My favorite part of that whole trailer, I mean, obviously the whole trailer was amazing, but I screamed like a little girl when I saw that Iron Spider suit.
That and the spider sense, just the hair raising up his arm. And
yeah, you know what? Because, you know, we didn't see the spider sense in Homecoming, and the producers were saying, like, don't you worry, like, you didn't see it in this movie, but you will see it eventually. So when we saw that in the trailer, I think everyone was like, finally, spider sense, like a real Spider-Man.
True.
And then we got Captain America looking like Nomad, getting the Nomad look. of we don't see a star, we don't see the shield. He grows a beard. He's
He's
looking
been
more
out
manly.
in the wild a little while, it looks like.
Yeah. So are we going to see Captain America with a regular shield, with the star shield, the striped shield? Are we going to see it?
Man, I'm kind of wondering. I'm hoping he picks it up again. I know they've kind of said that he's done, so to speak, being Cap, but I mean, it'd be cool to see him represent that red, white, and blue one last time, maybe, or whatever he's up to. And I saw some people speculating that maybe we're going to see that current shield that he's got going on in the comics, kind of with the triangle thing going at the bottom where it breaks into two halves and things like that. So that'd be pretty cool to see that.
A lot of people were suggesting too in the scene where they're like, the last scene where they're in Wakanda and they're fighting, they're all teamed up. A lot of people are speculating that we're probably gonna get some holographic, hologram shield, and I think that's false. I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think Marvel would do that to us.
Yeah. No, we got to see him have the good old red, white, and blue going on. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Captain America is classic. That's more of a Tony Stark kind of thing to do that, or an Iron Patriot thing. Have a holographic shield. Nomad looking for Chris Evans, Captain America, and then there's just so much going on. So what do you really speculate, or what is one of your predictions about this movie that you think is going to be a definite?
Well, I think the Avengers are going to assemble.
Avengers, assemble! And then movie's over, credits.
That's it. That's all we needed.
Everyone that was a beautiful movie.
That's all we wanted to see. Man, I don't know what to predict for this movie. I mean, I'm predicting some death going on from what we've heard online and things like that.
That was going to be my next question.
I don't think anybody's safe really from it. Especially if you're Cap. I mean, there's always that speculation. His contract's coming up, and then you have the business side of it going in with the movie side of what's happening, and there's rumors about Hawkeye and his family and him taking on a new identity. Scarlet Witch, or not Scarlet Witch. I'm thinking Scarlett Johansson. My bad. Black Widow.
Black Widow.
What is her role in this too? I mean, she is a human after all. She's not really with any powers, just that she's an assassin. So
right.
Her going up against somebody like that, what is exactly going to happen and transpire?
If I was Hawkeye and if I was the Black Widow, I'd definitely be running away from this with their tails in between their legs, like.
You guys get in there and do it. It's cool.
Yeah. You know what, guys? This is above my pay grade. I'm gonna go over there. Just pretty much like Batman did in Justice League. Oh!
He just kind of ran away and did his own thing. He's like, yeah, you guys do it. It's cool.
Is it over yet, guys? I definitely agree what you had to say. I don't think anybody's safe in this movie. I do think there's going to be some heartfelt, heart-wrenching deaths in this movie. Just a guesstimate, how many characters do you think are going to die in this movie?
I want to go with at least a good number. I mean, they've got to go at least one on this. There's no way every one of them makes it out or anything like that. But I'm going to go with 3 to 4. I think we're going to lose 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm saying at least 3, and they're gonna definitely hit home. You're gonna walk out of that theater like, where's my heart?
Yes, I don't think anybody's going to have a dry eye if it ever happens. It's going to be one of those movies where girlfriends and wives are looking over at the husbands and boyfriends like, what is going on with you right now?
Are you serious right now? You crying over this? It's Captain America. You have no idea. You know what? Get out of the theater. Get out.
Onions in the lobby.
You don't want to understand. Get out. I do predict that Captain America is going to die in this movie. A lot of people thought he was going to die in Civil War, and he didn't. I didn't think he was going to die in Civil War either because I knew he was going to at least make it for Infinity War. But I do predict he is going to die in this movie. He's not the Captain America we know right now. Marvel's Marvel's taken away his star. I don't think he believes in what he used to stand for anymore, and I think that's a good passageway too on the outskis.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. So I can almost guarantee that Captain America is going to die in this movie, and we're not going to see Chris Evans anymore. So with that being said, okay, if Chris Evans' character is no longer in the Avengers, if Captain America is not in the Avengers anymore, do you think Bucky's going to pick it up, or do you think we're going to have like a Falcon Captain America kind of thing?
That's tough, man, because it could go either way on that one, too. I mean, they both have done it in the comics, and they've done a great job of doing it. I think we just got done with Sam Wilson being the Cap there for, a good span of a couple, 2-3 years, something like that. I personally, again, not to be mean or anything towards Falcon, but he's really not super powered. He's just kind of a dude with some wings. Kind of doing his thing. So I would have to say, if they're going to do it, I'd like to see Bucky do it. I mean, he's injected with, kind of the same experimentation that kind of happened with Steve and everything of that nature. He's got that awesome bionic arm, and maybe he takes it up and kind of takes over for his friend there and wants to put the symbol on for the world to remember him by.
So maybe Bucky will finally kind of grow up in this movie. I mean, that's what you pretty much said right there. Bucky's gonna mature. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I feel bad. I'm gonna wear this shield now." My friend that I was so mean to.
That I always forget about or put him in awkward situations.
Who are you again? Oh yeah, that guy. Another prediction for future death and maybe in the movie. We see in the trailer, like we said, Iron Man gets punched out by Thanos. Man, that was great. He really makes him look like he's like nothing. Like, get out of here, boy. Like, leave Daddy alone. And then at the end scene where they're going to go charge and fight Thanos' minions there, we don't see Iron Man. We see War Machine. Do you possibly think Iron Man could also be a character that could be a huge death in this movie?
If it is, I will cry like a baby in the corner.
Even more so than Captain America?
Even more so than Captain America. It could be, man. And there's people that were speculating at one time, too, online that, and I kind of bought into it because I was like, that does make for a really interesting story of him being, so to speak, the Uncle Ben to Spider-Man in this one, his father figure that, goes down and what that's going to cause for him as Peter Parker, to lose his mentor like that.
Spider-Man can't catch a break, man. Hey, Tom Holland, just so you know, your uncle's dead. You didn't get to experience that. 2 other Spider-Man got to experience that, but you know what? We're going to take away Tony Stark from you. Suck it up.
Yeah, it seems like if you get too close to Peter Parker, it never ends well for you,
Look at Gwen Stacy. Look at his uncle. Maybe even Iron Man. Just stay away from him.
Yeah, he's no good.
He's no good. So, I mean, maybe it would be too big. Maybe it'd be too much if those 2 iconic characters in the Avengers were to die. But I also know that Robert Downey Jr. does not want to be playing Iron Man anymore, really. I know he's kind of done with it. And then I also know that Thor there might not even be a Thor either because they don't even want to make Thor movies, really.
Yeah, that was the other one that I was kind of debating too, with him going towards the All-Father look now and different things of that nature going on in Ragnarok. And
right.
Certainly in the trailer it pops up, and he definitely doesn't have his eye back.
We're gonna get a pirate-looking Chris Hemsworth Thor. Arr. He doesn't have
Can't
a
wait.
hammer anymore. He has a hook. He's like, arr.
I can't wait for him and Nick Fury maybe to stare eye to eye with each other, you know?
Have a staring contest. That's the movie, like, so serious.
It'd be so funny to see that.
Yeah, I know Chris Hemsworth definitely doesn't want to play Thor anymore. I mean, how much longer are we going to be seeing these actors playing these roles? There's definitely a time limit on these guys. Will they replace them or will they just kill them off? Who knows? Because these actors do a fantastic job as these characters, and it's going to be so hard if they even do replace them. Those are going to be some pretty big boots to fill.
Most definitely. It makes you wonder if they're going to go into the comic book side and start pulling some people out to replace them and do different things. Like maybe, we talked about Cap with Bucky. Maybe they go Jane Foster. I mean, they do have Natalie Portman, that played Jane, so that might be a good thing for them. She's definitely been in a lot of movies, a leading lady in some of them. Same thing with, Tony. Maybe they go into the Riri bin and pull out a Riri Williams somewhere to take over the mantle. But especially with them possibly getting their hands on Fantastic Four and X-Men, it's like, oh, this is going to be bittersweet if this happens a little too early. Then we could have seen possibly Wolverine and everybody together.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know that. With all that news going on right now, if with Hugh Jackman saying like, oh, I would have done it if it was part of the MCU, and then everything is part of the MCU, and you were too late.
We're a couple years short.
Yeah, right. Yeah, those are some pretty good ideas of maybe having Natalie Portman pick it up. I don't think a lot of people would buy into that actually, because it didn't work for the comics pretty much. But not a lot of people liked it. But hey, you know what? It is going to be. I think that would be a good idea to keep it rolling. It's got to go to somebody else. But what else? What I was also thinking too, I had a great thought in my head, and it just escaped me. Come back. No, that is a really good idea, but again, I don't think a lot of people would really buy into that, though. I think there would be a lot of angry fans for that. But good use of noggin there, my friend.
Oh yeah. I just can't see a world where we don't have an Iron Man or somebody else in there. So it's like we got to replace them with somebody. But if they don't, they don't. We go on. We got Doctor Strange, we got Spider-Man, we got a lot of different things going on. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 coming and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get by. We'll be all right.
It'll be okay. We got enough to fulfill us a little bit, until until they just kill everybody, and then there's no more superhero movies.
Until they stop making money, right?
Yeah, right. You know what, guys? We just experienced our first Justice League hit at Marvel. It's time for us to pull the plug.
Abandon ship. We're done, guys.
Yeah, right. We banked on all that. We just hit the numbers like Justice League did, and then we're all set. We made our money. Yeah, it would be amazing to see the X-Men in part of this. But we're already getting so many characters in this one movie. I'm pretty sure we're only going to be seeing Spider-Man for a little bit. I don't think he's going to be in that battle in Wakanda. But I think we're just going to see, short glimpses of characters, because how many great action scenes can you have with all these characters? I don't know. Can it be done?
And are we going to start to see some other people get mixed in here and there or anything else? I'm kind of still holding out for that cameo. If this looks like it's going down in New York, especially with Spider-Man and Tony and them, it looks like they were kind of in New York area with Doctor Strange and stuff. Do we maybe all of a sudden see in the background like Luke Cage and Daredevil going crazy on some, of Thanos' minions or anything of that nature? Or I think I'd love that little nod if it was there, just to kind of show that, yes, they are in there,
That would be cool.
Even though they've said that they're trying to keep them separate.
Yeah, that would be cool. You need a job at Marvel, my friend.
Right?
Marvel, hire this guy. He knows what he's talking about. He's got good ideas. Listen to him. Yeah, So this is going to be one of the biggest movies. This is coming out on May 4th of 2018. Then 2019, the next one.
Yes. Yep. 1 year later.
Yeah. Part 2, and then we'll see what we're ending up with that. How many characters will we have left in the Avengers Infinity War, and how many other Marvel characters will we have for the MCU?
Indeed.
Who knows? Now, you also had a theory there, my friend, about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., a recent episode that happened on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. So I'm thinking that this could be, and again, Marvel, if you watch this, which you probably, hopefully will.
Watch it, Marvel.
Check it out. Hire me again. In the premiere that happened last Friday, it was a 2-hour premiere on there, and we started learning a couple different things. And again, like I know that they've kind of said, hey, we're trying to keep things separate from what's going on. This could be their opportunity to link it all together and really jumpstart, again, just them existing in the same universe and everything of that nature, which we know they do. But we find out that the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, spoiler alert here, if you haven't seen it, you might want to pause this for a moment and go catch up. They are not only in outer space, we found out they've been transported to the future, and the spaceship that they are on is kind of run by the Kree, and they, kind of boss the humans around and do everything for them and do all that kind of stuff. And we find out towards the end of the episode that the world has been, Earth has been destroyed by a cataclysmic event, is what they called it. There's a character in there that tries to blame it on Sky, Quake, Daisy, whatever you want to call her, but he doesn't have all the information. It's kind of built up of a different thing, so I'm kind of hoping and holding out hope, and I know there's a lot of people online and chats and forums that are saying the same thing. I'm hoping that since this is happening in the future, Thanos has won. Perhaps they are going to work this out, get back to the past, and alert, Fury or the Avengers, and just start this thing off with, look, we just came back from the future. There's a big alien threat coming. This guy named Thanos is going to end the world, that kind of stuff, and see if maybe that's what starts this thing. I think it'd be really cool just to see, again, that fitting of the universe kind of happen and it takes off.
Interesting theory.
Yeah.
Interesting theory. Mind blown.
Finger crossed.
And then everybody else who's been watching this right now is like, whoa, man. I didn't
or they're in
think
the
of it
comments
that
like,
way.
no, that's never going to happen.
Yeah. Man, I hate this channel.
Every time they have this guy on, he rags on Marvel.
This is a DC hating channel. No, it's not true, okay? DC just needs to do a better job with their stuff.
And they had the opportunity first, in my opinion. They could have started this whole thing off with having, Batman and Superman show up on the Flash and Arrow TV show and bring them in. And I thought that would have been a cool way to intercept all their stuff together and kind of put it out there. But that never worked out for them.
DC, you just missed out, man. You didn't do it. Very good. Well, Austin, we're on our last couple of minutes. I really want to thank you for coming on and sharing your predictions for Avengers Infinity War. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Anytime. And I always have fun when you watching these, and you've had me on before, and I had a lot of fun on there, so I figured why not do it again, especially for something that, we were kind of joking around, and it's blown our mind, that trailer did. So.
Yeah, you were overdue to come back. You were overdue. So
yes.
Thank you. So if you found any of this fun or exciting, make sure you like the video. And if you want to watch more, make sure you subscribe. And if you would like to be a potential guest like my friend Austin Heck was today, you can always email the show at superpowerview9@gmail.com. And heck, leave some feedback on that email too, or leave some feedback in the comments section below. That's going to do it for today. I really hope you guys like this episode. I will see you guys real soon.